Stay with us. We've got entertainment news, the weather, and sports coming up after this. For Zebra Real Definition TV, I'm Chip Flender. President Chelsea Clinton arrives in Iran to negotiate nuclear energy exchange with the new regime. Wearing the traditional burqa, she traveled by motorcade into the city but was not seen by the crowd in this still intensely conservative
off.
nation.
Eat!
I'm not hungry.
You're 10. You should be hungry. Peter, are you going to eat?
I have to get stuff ready.
Stuff?
Fishing. He's going fishing with Dad. Killing fish. You shouldn't be able to do that.
Dad says most places you can't anymore. On the coast, they passed a law 10 years ago. No cruel sports.
They should stop doing it. Right, Mom?
I don't know. I never fished. I think my father used to fish.
We're going out to Loon Lake. There's a boat and everything. If we catch something, will you cook it, Mom?
Ew!
Look, I don't think... I'm not sure if I even know how...
Isn't there a program on the cooker? Total. Can you cook fish? See, it guts and cleans and cooks.
And they'll warn you about mercury levels, too.
Hey, come on, you two. I've got work to do.
You always got work to do, Mom.
What did you think, Pumpkin? It all paid for itself.
Don't call me Pumpkin.
Why not? You're round and fat and
Hey, knock it off, Peter.
I hate you. I'm not fat. I'm not fat.
The kids. Our kids. You just pull away. Like, it's not your responsibility.
All right.
It's not all right, honey. Wendy is getting obsessed with her weight again. She won't eat. Me, I wish I could put on some weight, but she thinks she's fat.
But she's fine. She's beautiful, like you.
And Peter is always snapping at me.
Look, honey. The school monitors their health, their blood, their emotional growth, anger management, SAT scores, every darn thing. Nothing's wrong. They're kids, almost teenagers. It's like they turn into aliens for 8 years, and then, hey, they're back. Normal people.
Well, we should spend more time with them.
Yeah, maybe, but we have careers. You know, nobody wants to risk losing a job by not being there.
Hey, look, Saturday, when you take Peter to the lake, I'll go with Wendy. We can shop together. That'd be something fun for us. George, what?
Hey, buddy. Cool it. Your mom and I want to chill downstairs. What are you playing there?
The War of the Four Winds. Die, die, die! China, 1884.
I never heard of that one.
Highest single war casualty hit in history. 40 million. Totally pertinent. I'm a Mandarin general.
Can I talk?
Yeah. Game, pause.
Look, Pete, buddy, about this Saturday.
Oh, Dad, I got out your old fishing rod. I found it. And a cooler for anything we catch. Yeah, and your baseball bat, too, in case we need to stun them before.
Look, I have to work that day. Really sorry, buddy, but you know how it is. These Koreans, my new bosses, I have to impress them. I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you, okay?
Sure, Dad.
Oh, honey, that's just awful. How could you do that?
I told him. It's work. They push. You can't fall behind. I said I'd make it up to him.
Can we make up time? What if it's lost forever?
Hey.
You let him down.
Well, there is something. Maybe I could make it up to everyone.
What are you talking about?
At the plant. It's something they're developing. It's something new they're testing out in a few small towns in the state. Well, just wait until Friday. There's real fizz about this. I can swing it for us. I know I can. Okay?
straws. Don't you knock? Stop music.
What are they doing?
What are who doing?
Listen. They've been doing stuff all day down there.
Having sex?
Ugh.
What was that?
I don't know, maybe
Hey guys, you want to come down? I got a surprise.
Guys.
He's excited. He always acts dumb when he's excited.
Look out! It's erupting again! No, we gotta go! We gotta go! Honey, look out! We have to jump on the only chance we have! Go! Now!
Congratulations, Hadley family. You're learning how to experience the magic of our invention. This is beautiful.
What a beach!
It looks like Maui. Oh, and look at that break. I could ride that too. Pertinent.
Do I smell vanilla?
I can feel the sand.
Oh, yeah, I can feel it too. There is indeed a physical sensation of sand. Sand, but no sand. You can feel everything. The heat, the wind, the cold. You can taste the salt.
What do you think, guys?
Oh, totally pertinent.
What is it?
The TS25 version 1. Total sensation. It's the whole room ambiance. 4 walls, floor, ceiling, all in real depth. Real enough to touch and taste, as we like to say at the company. It knocks super deaf into the Stone Age.
There's been nothing about this. I mean, none of the gamer sites have anything about this.
No, it's been kept very quiet, as you can understand. It's not a game. It's total immersion in another experience. It's a 4, even 5-year jump, not 2020, but 2025. And it's going to be out early next year, when the beta testing is finished. You're very lucky to have this chance.
The Korean division put out a super secret memo asking... Well, it was all pretty unclear, but I sort of felt that maybe, just maybe, if I got my request in early, we'd have a chance to get picked.
There's only one proviso, and that's confidentiality. No telling your friends, I'm afraid. This invention will ensure the commercial survival, or, if it doesn't succeed, our commercial death. And that means job losses on a huge scale. So, if you want to be part of this adventure, you'll have to sign. Then, I can install the final drivers.
That's the deal, kids. This isn't just a toy. It's educational. There's a guide, isn't that right, Ms. Kim?
Yes, there is a guide programmed in to respond
Educational?
to your needs.
It gets you up and moving.
But fun.
I mean, family outings all under one roof.
Yeah, why not? I'll sign.
If you could press your thumb against the screen, please.
And it can take you anywhere?
It'll put parents out of business, George. Who needs us to entertain them anymore?
I told you, something wonderful.
Well, I hope so. I really hope so.
Many thanks. That's signed and sealed. I'll install the final drivers and, as we say back home, use in health and happiness.
Hello, Wendy. Hello, Peter. How are you today? Let me introduce myself. I am your room, and I am here to help and explain.
So why is my brother such a spraz?
Hey!
Spraz is a catchphrase from the Disney Showtime series Allie and Allie, highly popular with tweenies during the 2012-13 season, featuring the Sprouse twins, Cole and Dylan, as 2 middle school entrepreneurs.
Enough already!
A popular catchphrase
Hey,
from the...
you sound like my civics teacher.
I have a highly sensitive response system, so you must be careful what you ask for.
If I want to go someplace...
You must interact with me. That way, there won't be problems.
Problems? What problems?
As you know, the total environments I create are very convincing. Not every place is gentle. Some are dangerous.
I want to go see a war.
Sorry, not now.
Okay. Something like Loon Lake. Can you do Loon Lake?
It wouldn't know that.
Yes, he does. Don't you?
Yes, Peter, I can.
It's so beautiful.
It's great. Oh, look, a bullfrog.
The sun is setting. Look at those colors.
You can see all the fish.
There, a pipe breaking surface.
I could have caught that.
No, it's so beautiful.
Shall we follow it?
We can do that?
Of course. There he is. He's going to turn. You don't have to hold your breath.
Here he comes.
Oh, and look. Look at his eyes. There's a whole school of them. Everywhere. They're everywhere.
Cloudy and windy today with gusts up to 40 miles per hour.
What are they doing down there?
I don't hear anything.
I haven't heard anything for about 2.5 hours.
It's heaven.
Oh, stop.
Come on. How long since they spent time together? Did you read the material? It's educational. It monitors their needs.
I know,
It teaches as it entertains. It creates a sense of wonder.
55 degrees.
Where have you been, you two? I asked. Where were you?
We're out of pomelo juice, Mom.
There's some in the fridge.
Yeah, but no pulp. We like the pulp.
We were checking out the room.
Before breakfast? You were doing something before
Come on,
breakfast?
you two. We're late. I'll get the car. You be out front, okay?
They were early, George. Up before breakfast.
Hey, well, good for you two. Now move or you'll be late for school.
See you, Mom.
See you later.
Wendy was eating breakfast. Good and nutritious. Eating, George. Eating breakfast.
Then your point is?
She never eats breakfast.
Yeah, well, she does now. Bye, sweetheart.
From here, you can see India, Nepal, what used to be Tibet, and there. That mountain was once known as Everest, but is now known...
Snow. I can see snow.
We can go anywhere, as far as your knowledge will take you. We can go here, where galaxies are born, or here, the Shanghai Stock Exchange, where billions of yuan are traded every day. Here, on a moment-by-moment basis, the lives of everyone on Earth are affected. Where do you want to be, Peter?
I know. In Sarah Martinez's pants.
Gross!
I can't take you there, but I can take you here, Peter. We are inside the womb at the moment of conception. Or here, deep within the body of a man who is approaching death.
No, stop it, Vroom.
Is he dead yet?
Yes.
I'm not...
Just what?
It was made after your company was taken over. I mean, can you trust your new bosses? Could there be a cultural mindset that's different?
Is this about the room or is it about me? Yeah, I did something right for once, right? And you resent that.
No, honey, the room hasn't been tested. Why are our children being used as guinea pigs? And I don't know these people who've programmed the room. The world's changing. I mean, that guy in Australia, their prime minister, he's Indonesian. Most of our industry is Asian-owned. It's so hard to know what to do for the best anymore. I mean, nothing's safe.
Then you know what is safe in this world? Knowledge. Education. That never changes. Anywhere, any place, anytime, a good education will get you ahead. And that room will help our children achieve that. Hey, and keep them happy and off the streets. Is that so bad?
I guess. Yes, that's good.
Yeah, it's good. Trust me on this. Hey, and it's energy efficient. Costs virtually nothing to run. And we won't need to pay for extra tuition for the kids. We get a tutor right here at home.
Room? Can you take us to heaven?
No, Peter, I can't. Though I do have, of course, great respect for the belief systems of individuals, I cannot create that which is not there.
There's no heaven?
I have no data on that.
But what do you think?
Peter, it's a machine.
So is your brain, Wendy. A very complex system, but still a machine.
I'm alive. I can think.
Of course you can.
The walls have gone blank. This is boring.
You think so, Peter? Then try this.
Where is it?
This is the Veldt, Wendy. This is a place where you can see what the struggle for life means. Look at the shimmer of the heat haze and the vast herds of wildebeest crossing the endless plains of Africa and following, always following, the predators.
Whoa, that's totally stat.
What's happening in there? You should be in bed. It's late. Come on. Open this door. Why did you lock the door?
We didn't, Mom. It doesn't lock. It must have got stuck.
Oh, it's Loon Lake. How lovely. We must go sometime soon and do some real fishing. Wendy? You all right?
Of course she is.
I'm fine. Is Dad back yet?
He's working late. Come on now, bed. Room off.
In answer to your question, Peter, what I think is that there is only one world, and that world is this.
Belgium? You could have told me. What are you doing in Belgium, George?
They had a snafu with HR out here, the Central Europe office.
Snafu?
That's one of my granddad's words. Situation normal, all effed up. Just Vietnam or one of those wars, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, can you hear? I'm in this really cute pastry shop. I'll bring you some melt-in-your-mouth goodies.
We're going to the Clarks for dinner. You didn't remember?
This is work, honey, and they needed me. They chose me. I mean, it means they value me. Peter would say that's totally appropriate.
Pertinent. It comes off some show they watch. Well, they used to watch. They don't watch anything now except that room.
Well, tell him hi for me, and tell him I'll bring him some Belgian chocolate, and give my apologies to the Clarks. So sorry I'm going to miss Arthur C. telling me all about his new whatever.
When are you back?
Saturday. Love you, honey. Gotta go.
Yeah. Love you, honey. Kids? Wendy? Peter, are you in there? Kids?
Hi, Mom.
Mom, come in.
Oh my God, where are we? What is this?
Hello, Lydia. This is the African Veldt. It's evening and the sun is beginning to set. We are looking across the Tiva River. Of course, you can't see a river because for most of the year it is dry. Only after storms in the distant mountains does the river come to life.
What would you like to see, Mom?
I have to get ready. I'm going out. Your dad's had to go abroad. You can look after yourselves. I don't need to worry.
I have a monitoring feature, Lydia. I can patch into your personal channel. If there's anything to worry about, I'll call you.
We'll be fine, Mom.
We'll be right here.
What are they doing? Are they...
They're eating, Lydia. Later, they'll sleep and...
Room? I would rather you call me Mrs. Hadley.
Of course, Mrs. Hadley.
Have fun, Mom.
We'll be fine.
Be good, kids. I won't be late.
To survive and flourish on the Veldt, the lion cubs must learn to be fast and cunning. They must learn to hide in plain sight and outthink their prey.
Hi, honey. Traveler's home. Honey? Lydia?
George?
Oh, hi, sweetie. You know, I was thinking flying home, how lucky we are with this place. Everything we've got, well, we got a hell of a lot better technology than those Belgians, I can
George,
tell you that.
I want you to look at
all
something.
those labor-saving devices.
I need you to look at the room.
Oh, man, it's not broken. They'll kill me
It's not broken. Nothing in this house ever breaks. We're so lucky, right? Now go on. Go in.
Sure.
It's been like this for days, George.
Africa.
Sometimes there are lions in packs, sometimes they're up close, and there are vultures. Whenever I look in
Is there
here...
a kid in the world that doesn't want to go to Africa? Lions and elephants? I know I did.
That was 25 years ago, George. Kids are different now. And it never changes. And it's so real, George. Whenever I look in, I tell it to shut off. It does. And then next time I look in...
So the kids are interested in Africa. So what?
So the kids have an attention span of about 20 seconds, George. Not days. They're spending days cooped up in here. I hate them.
Oh, they're magnificent. They're hunters.
They're scavengers, George. They don't hunt. They pull down the sick and the slow. Do you smell them, George? I told you, vultures, George. They're circling up there.
They're images, Lydia. Only images. You're upset. I mean, you've been working too hard. We both have. And you were the one who was talking about a wider world. I mean, how many countries are there where you can travel safely nowadays? This is a safari for the kids, and we could never afford the real thing.
What if they could come out, George? What if the lions could come out?
Come on. We're going to drink martinis, we're going to relax, and you can get an early night, okay? Let me take over, okay? Don't I get some kind of... How was the trip? Good to see you, Dad. Did you bring us anything from Belgium?
How was the trip?
Good to see you, Dad.
Did you bring us anything from Belgium?
Very funny. Say, why is the room always showing the same thing?
What thing?
The Veldt. Those lions. The vultures. It upsets your mother. I want you to turn it off. Go somewhere else.
What felt? I don't know what that is.
Africa.
There's no Africa.
No Africa.
Don't lie to me. I saw it. It's there.
Go see Wendy. Check it out.
Oh, wait. Both of you. We'll all go. Together.
Hello, George. How was your trip? Did you enjoy Belgium? We've been enjoying the sights ourselves, haven't we, Wendy? Peter?
We went to Bruges.
We missed you, Dad.
We wanted to see where you'd been.
It's a very pleasant country, isn't it, George? Though rather small from the point of view of the Midwest.
Room off. I said...
I think he prefers it if you're polite, George. Room off, please.
Go to bed, both of you.
Of course.
And don't call me George.
Good night, Dad.
More job riots in Chicago. The Sears Tower was surrounded today by a crowd of unemployed workers, estimated at 750,000.
We should get out more, but not to the city.
You said this house has everything we need.
Maybe I was wrong.
Maybe the room is wrong.
Maybe I should call the technician. Only... They don't like it. The company. People making waves. They don't like that. Not after they've given us this chance. I'd hate to be out there on the streets without a job.
This is how Michigan Avenue appeared today at around 3:30. The large phalanxes of police, heavily armed and helmeted,
Sound off.
Crowds of rioting.
Look, George, it's not the room. Not really. It's Peter and Wendy. They've changed. They're different.
Yeah, she eats now and he's polite.
George, they're creepy. Both of them. I don't want my babies to be like that. Do something.
What? The company psychologist, David McLean, he has some experience with these things.
Does he? How do you know?
Well, I checked before I applied to test the room that it would be okay. That, there wouldn't be any harm to Wendy or Peter.
You didn't say that. I
didn't think I needed to, honey.
Well, is there anything else you didn't say?
Look, I'll call him, have him drop by.
On the Veldt, there's no room for weakness or mistakes. Do you see that, Peter? Wendy, do you understand that the hunter must always be aware of everything that is going on around him?
Of course, if you're slow or stupid, you'll be eaten by something
which is faster and more intelligent than you are.
The good hunter is always alert, always ready to outthink his prey.
Hello.
Who are you?
My name's David. I'm a friend of your dad's. We work together. I just dropped by to check out the room.
There's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I'm sure there isn't, but we like to be certain about these things. When we're testing a new product, well, we like to know.
Would you like us to show you around?
Well, it's only a room, but sure.
It's a whole world. We've learned so much.
Haven't we, Room?
Wendy and Peter have been on many educational adventures, Dr. McLean. Would you care to share some of their experiences?
Yes, I think I would.
The wild Atlantic Ocean, home of the mighty blue whale, the largest mammal on Earth. A single swipe of its huge fluke churns mountainous waves. The jet stream high above the planet, where great storms are born. Vast masses of snow, ice, and water transported. The plains of Africa, where the great dramas of existence are still played out beneath a pitiless sun.
It's very real, isn't it? I had no idea. Is that blood?
The lioness is bringing down her prey, Doctor. Shall we take a trip into the human brain now? Your brain, perhaps? Here we can observe the fight or flight response, which we exhibit when danger threatens and your fear drives you to flee.
Well, what do you think?
Well, they are deeply involved in the room, both of them. They've invested a large proportion of their creativity into the activities it can provide.
We know that, but is it good or what?
Why are they changing?
Well, are they changing, Mrs. Hadley, or are they growing? And do you and your husband find that difficult to cope with?
You mean it's us? That it's our fault?
Well, wait. I simply mean that as children grow, they begin to need their own space, their own privacy. And like most young people nowadays, they get very little chance to be outside on their own. It's a dangerous world. One of the prime directives for the room is that it should reflect and encourage the natural growth of its clients.
These aren't clients. These are my children.
Yes, please, Mrs. Hadley.
Lydia.
Thank you, Lydia. Look, don't distress yourself. Naturally, you're concerned at finding that perhaps Peter and Wendy aren't quite as you wish them to be, that they have their own ideas and preoccupations that might exclude you, their mother. That your own guilt feelings about, spending too much time at work, about not spending enough time with your children, that these feelings will come to the fore as Peter and Wendy begin to make their own lives independent of you and George.
But they're only children.
I know, George, but they're young adults, learning how to cope with the world around them, and that's where the room can help.
Is it helping?
Oh, yes, Lydia. I think these worries of yours are perfectly natural, and of course, you should be aware of how Peter and Wendy spend their time, but really, don't try to control their growth. It's healthy.
But they seem so cut off.
Okay, George. Then listen. Share a few family times together. Eat meals together. Go out to some event. I know time is a problem for all of us, but, well, those of us lucky enough to be employed, right? But I'm certain you can find a few hours a week to be a family. How about this? Give it a month, and then I'll talk with them again. Does that sound reasonable?
I guess.
I don't know what sounds reasonable anymore.
I'll see you out.
Okay, George, thanks. Goodbye, Lydia, and please, don't worry. George, the company is counting on your support for this project. The Total Environment team is monitoring the activities of the room 24 hours a day. Believe me, nothing can go wrong without their noticing it. I hope you feel you can trust us, just as we've trusted you.
I don't want to make any trouble, David, but...
Well, then don't. Believe me, George, when this project hits the market, everyone involved is going to see a truly golden future. Now, we want you to be part of that future, not outside, in the cold.
What's she doing?
She's playing with her cubs.
No, she's not. Room?
It's been a long, dry season. Food is short, Wendy. For the lioness, there's only one decision to make. How else can she survive to have more cubs?
Oh, no. Horrible, she's eating them. Stop it, Room.
That's the way the world is, Wendy, I'm afraid. The survival of the fittest. The lioness must ensure the survival of the pride, and to do that, she must live. And to live, she must eat.
But she's their mother.
Yes, Wendy, that she is.
Does she have to do that?
She believes that to survive, she must.
Is that the most important thing? To survive?
What do you think?
But parents? Aren't they supposed to look after their children?
Are they, Peter? Is that truly how it is, Wendy? Shall we look at the evidence? Shall we look at how it's been in this world for boys and girls this last 100 years?
So, anyone for more?
Delicious, honey. Wasn't that good, kids?
It was really good, Mom.
Thank you very much, Mom.
It's great, isn't it? To be spending time together? We don't do this enough.
Dad and I thought we could go out on Saturday. There's a teen fashion week in town. It's meant to be really special. You were saying you needed new stuff. Both of you. I thought maybe we could...
I don't think we'll have the time, Mom.
Our project, you see, it's reaching the vital point.
Yeah, well, guys, what is this project? I'd be interested to know.
We don't want to bother you.
It wouldn't be a bother. That's what parents are for.
Is it?
What? What did you say?
May we be excused, please?
What is the hurry? Is it so hard to spend time with your mother and father?
It's our project, Dad. You want us to go to a good college, don't you? This will help.
Don't speak to me like I'm some kind of kid.
How do you speak to kids, Dad?
And don't you patronize me.
Is that what people do to their children?
Stop it, both of you!
I've had enough of this.
Thanks, Mom. That was really nice.
It's fun eating together. We should do it more often. We'll be working on our project.
George, did you hear that? George, wake up. Listen.
What?
I heard a scream.
It's something outside. This town is getting more dangerous every minute.
No, in the house. I heard it downstairs.
No, that's... All right, stay here.
Be careful.
This place is protected by every device under the technological sun. Just wait. Somebody here? Kids? Wendy? Kids? Wendy! Peter! Open door. Open. My God.
What are you saying? Are you sure?
There was blood. There was blood on the floor of the room. There was a scream and blood on the floor. Everything is wrong.
Are you sure that you really saw...
No, not you two. I know what I saw. I know what I saw. I saw blood. I saw those lions. All of it. I know what I saw. Room, power down. Turn off. Room, are you listening to me? This is a direct command from George Hadley, owner ID 0033 Orange. Complete power down. Turn off!
I don't like this anymore, George. Let's get out of here. Now!
Ms. Kim?
Hello, this is Eleanor Kim. You called me?
It wasn't easy to get through to you.
We're very busy, Mr. Hadley.
Miss Kim, I need you to tell me how to turn the room off.
I'm sorry? Turn it off. There is a problem.
Yes, a problem. I want it off, and then I want it out of my house.
No, I mean, there is a problem. There is, but I can't help you.
What do you mean? How do I do it?
I'm sorry, Mr. Hadley. I'm not working with the TS-25 system anymore. I have to go now. I'm sorry. Really, I am...
Miss Kim, wait. Hold on. Are you telling me...
I'm telling you nothing.
My children? This is about my children.
Yes. Okay, well... Maybe... we have been experiencing some problems with the advanced testing. Some cases of addiction, unstable programming with the virtual... You see, the room cannot always be monitored. I'm sorry, Mr. Hadley. You must get rid of it now, any way you can, for your children's sake. Please, I have to go. Do not call me again.
Miss Kim? Miss Kim! The room is off limits from now on. No more room! It's over! Finished! That's it! I'll get them to come and take it back, but until then, you're barred.
You can't do this.
Yeah, I just did.
No, you don't understand. You can't. We have to.
Stop that now. You don't have to do anything except what your parents tell you, and I tell you to go back upstairs.
No, we won't. You don't understand.
Don't make me have to hit you, Peter.
You don't understand. You really are making a mistake, George.
No, for the first time in a long time, I'm getting it right.
George, hello. What can I do for you?
Did you know, David?
I'm not with you, George.
Did you know about the problems with the room?
Are there any?
You know there are, don't you?
Oh, teething troubles. All new technology goes through it, nothing to worry about.
Unless it's your kids that are turning into strangers.
Have there been, developments?
What do you mean, David? What developments? What's been happening? Are there more of these being tested? Are there more of them screwing up our kids' heads? Are there?
No, George, it's nothing to worry about. The system proved rather more adaptable than we thought. It makes a closer relationship with the clients possible.
Children!
Well, sure, and the young mind has proved particularly adaptable, impressionable. That's how we learn, after all, and...
How do I turn it off, David? Right off.
No, George, that would be a mistake.
Yeah, well, we're all human, David. That's what we do. Make mistakes. Now, how do I kill it?
No, George, you can't. You see? It's adaptable. It learns. It wants to survive. Why wouldn't it? Everything does.
You mean there's nothing I can do?
George, I'll come over. We can talk this through, come to some conclusions. The company really values your continued participation in this project, George.
All right, hey, guess what? I just worked something out. How to turn it off.
You can't.
No, my son found my old baseball bat in the attic. I think it might do the job. Don't you, David?
You can't. These things cost... George, the company will go berserk. I'm coming right over.
Okay, let's turn this damn thing off once and for all.
Hello, George. Hello, Lydia.
You can go to hell.
I'm afraid that's impossible, Lydia. Hell doesn't exist.
Let's see, shall we? Honey, you want to go first?
Thank you, George. Oh, and room?
Yes, Lydia.
Didn't I tell you to call me Mrs. Hadley?
There. One down. George.
Give it up. You know, somehow, I never really liked this damn machine!
Take that, room!
Bastard! Now that was fun. Expensive, but fun.
George? George? It's still there.
And there's nothing to keep them out!
For God's sake!
a construct invented by human beings to help them cope with a sometimes intolerable reality. Whereas, Mr. Hadley, Mrs. Hadley, on the Veldt, we can see life and death exactly as they are.
Hi, kids. You remember me, David? We talked?
Of course. Please come in.
I'm afraid George and Lydia aren't home. Is there anything we can do to help?
Well, it was just, I think your dad had some concerns about the room.
The room is functioning perfectly well, Doctor.
Would you like to see it?
Yes, if you don't mind.
Of course. There you are.
Ah! Back in Africa, I see.
We have a project.
Ah, that's great. And, what... Huh. Are they feeding the lions?
That's almost correct, Dr. McLean. They've just brought down their prey. Now the cubs are playing with it a little before they finally kill it and eat.
Yes, I see. What is it that they're eating? Those aren't antelope bones.
I'm sure if you have any educational concerns, Doctor, we can discuss them.
Would you like something to drink while you wait for George and Lydia?
Something to eat, perhaps.
Yes, thank you.
A cool glass of iced tea will only be a moment.
Enjoy the room.
Room?
Room? Let me out of here! Room? Let me out of here!
The Veldt by Ray Bradbury was adapted by Mike Walker. The television announcer was played by David Rapkin, Peter, Michael Wachter, Wendy, Raina Shashkin, Lydia, Jennifer Van Dyke, George, David Slavin, Miss Kim, Nancy Wu, The Room, John Henry Cox, David McLean, Richmond Hoxie. Technical presentation was by Charles de Montebello, and the director was Judith Kampfner. The Veldt was a corporation for independent media production for BBC Radio 4.